Now I'm gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna go right in. This is part two of, from the last video. The current events, deportation, mass deportation, Trump. These airplane crashes. Now there's more. There's been just more school shootings and just all kind of strange weather and all type of so much madness going on. And this video is for educational purposes only. Now, I'm going to try to stay focused on one topic at a time, even though it's so much going on, as usual. But even, more seems at this time we're being hit with so many different, scenarios and situations and weather, etc. Now, again, I first want to say I'm not a hateful person. I do think anyone should be able and have the right to live peacefully and, provide for their families, regardless of what race, background, anything they come from. I don't believe in discriminating on people, etc. So let me get that out the way. However, if you come, if you're not traditionally, I guess, or ancestrally, or have, generations, I guess, on the North America, North America, and you would be considered, if you are considered like an immigrant or have immigrant parents, and some people, I guess, was born in the States, whether they're Mexicans, I guess Haitians and Venezuelans and other ethnic background groups. The only thing I disagree with when it come down to like people, I guess, that you would call immigrants, is when you are given benefits and when you are treating people that wasn't necessarily born in this country better than the people that was born and raised here, and their mother and father, and indigenous, and just people that's been citizens for a long time. I don't think it's right for the US, whoever it is, the government, to cater to them, or anyone that come from a different country, especially that comes with a negative attitude. Because let's be honest, some Mexicans, or even Haitians or Africans, or whoever that comes from a different country, sometimes they will have a certain ideology about races, especially the so-called black people. Let's be honest, we are definitely the last people to be racist towards anybody. And I don't consider or even subscribe to black, but when you fill out a job or you have to do something, you have to subscribe to something. You got to be black, African American, this and that. And I'm saying all that to say this. I've been seeing TikTok. I think I've said this before, where I guess the Mexican immigrants saying something about the blacks and this and that. Look, if you come over here with an attitude like, I can't beat them, so I'm going to join them, and you're being racist, and because a lot of certain individuals, they come with prejudice and racism. Let's just be honest. I don't even like talking about those type of situations because it's a sensitive subject, but it's something that people have to deal with on an everyday basis. If you've been checking out my content, you should know by now that I know for a fact that we're beyond flesh and blood and, these earthly titles that we have. But for us to be speaking about these current events, let's just be honest. I don't agree with people being snatched out of their homes and hurt or whatever, but if you are a negative person, you come here to do hateful things, you come here with a negative agenda, you're racist, you're sexist, whatever it is, then, because let's be honest, we have a lot to deal with here already. You have to deal with racism, you have to deal with all these different gangs. It's a big homeless problem. Look at Philadelphia. Look at all these different areas where it's drug infested, needles everywhere, rigs, people sick. I see white, black, and all type, mainly white and black people more than everybody, to be honest, that's really off the drugs and homeless. Yeah, you see certain Hispanics, sometimes, or what you would call native, whatever you want to classify them as, but you don't see, a big number of like Asians or Orient. You may see a few, but my whole thing is there's a bigger problems here already that exist. How are you trying to help other people when you haven't, helped the people that's all been here, regardless of the ones, whoever, how they got here or whatever history it is, but the ones that's actually trying to work, the ones that's actually trying to do something. And that goes for the ones that's from America, that's citizens, that if they're not trying to work or do something I don't believe in handouts. I don't believe that a person owed me something or this and that. Yeah, I'm very well on history. I know it's a lot of BS, a lot of sick things that took place, a lot of genocide, a lot of this, a lot of that. But if you can't get past that or get past a certain time in history where you can only subscribe to getting back to slavery, if that's the only far that you can go, then you don't know anything about yourself. You don't know who you are and you don't know where you're going. So for anyone, especially with this whole you have to get mad at the ones that have the authority to come get you, to rip you out, to put weapons in your face, to hurt you, to do things. You should take that anger out on those kind of people. And I'm not going to say you should do anything, but I'm just saying if you are angry or upset, you should take that kind of frustration out on the people that's actually can affect you. Because I believe in real equality with people, regardless of their background. But I'm well aware that all skin folks are not kin folks and don't always have your best interest just because somebody look like you. People have the attitude that if I can't beat them, I join them. Just like you got melanated, aka black cops that treat so-called black or brown people just as worse as the so-called racist white cop would. And there's always a decent, it's just how you treat people. So looks can be deceiving. So for anybody that just come to work and have good intentions, I feel bad for those people if they have to, unfortunately, be deported back somewhere where they don't have less opportunities, etc. But certain individuals and people cannot be worried about other people's problems when you have so many other problems themselves. You have to fix the root problem before you try to fix any problem. But that's all I'm going to say about that, But I do feel for those families, anybody, though. It's not just that. That's anyone that's ripped from their homes or somewhere where they like to be and they can create better opportunities for themselves. But make sure you're mad and angry at the right people, not the wrong ones. Now, all these different crashes been happening with these planes. I've heard at least 4 or 5 different ones, and way before we hearing all these current ones, we've heard crashes and things. What is happening in these skies? And again, this is for educational purposes only. Some people believe that some of this stuff is staged, if not all of it. Some people believe there's more going on. Just like the plane crash in Philadelphia. You have some people saying that it was a missile. You got some people saying that an asteroid probably hit the earth and they don't want to tell people. You have to use your discernment. There are so many if you ask me, there are so many distractions going on as well. These school shootings, they just had another one. And thank God, didn't too many. I don't think nobody, was taken out, but it could have been. And this was an old elderly guy. Looks can be deceiving. We don't know what's going on. See, usually I don't even like talking about this kind of stuff, but when Spirit say speak about it, I speak about it. What's going on in the world? Why is these planes falling down? And then the footage that I seen. Which I forgot where did that happen at? The first crash we heard of. It looked like they deliberately just crashed against the planes. Some even saying that it may not even been a passenger in the Black Hawk airplane. They're saying they may have, they got helicopters and things that can fly themselves. I don't know that to be true, but that's what they're saying. But you can't believe everything you hear or see. You got to use your own discernment. But I'm pretty sure it's a lot of advanced technology that, the people in higher places, have that they may not, disclose to the public at this time. But when things don't sound right, it's usually not right. Planes catching on fire, in the air, all kind of things are going on. This is a war going on. It is a war in the air. It's a war on ground. It's a war in the water. It's a spiritual war that manifests in the physical, And if you think I'm talking crazy, you got real star races out here, man. As above, so below. Look at all this fighting doing down here. So it's fighting up there. Because as above, so below, as below, as above. You just got to realize what side are you on? Are you on the agreeable side or are you on a disagreeable side? There's many reasons why sometimes you can't see what's in them skies. There's a lot of things moving around. The Anunnaki, I believe in chosen ones and star seeds and, golden children, crystal babies and etc. So I'm just dropping this video because, there's so much going on. It's almost impossible to talk about everything. It's so much content. If you talking negative things and incidents, I just feel for any genuinely good person that has to be a casualty to war or have to be ripped from their homes, But if you hateful and this and that, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for anyone that has a supremacist in their mind or I can't beat them, join them, or jump on a bandwagon to hurt and talk down on people, etc. But I'm going to end the video, Things will get better and things are going to get better. But sometimes you got to go through the worst before you can see these positive results. And everything happened for a reason, Yes, a lot of this evil for sure is done. All of this evil is done by design. But nothing goes through, divine has the last say so into everything, the cosmic mother. But I'm out, and if this content sound crazy to you or whatever, it's not for you. But shout out to the real ones that could relate to this channel. And if you're new and you like what you hear, just like, comment, and subscribe, share, treat everybody the way you would like to be treated. Start there. I'm out. Like, comment, and subscribe, share, turn on your post notifications. And I'm out.